Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Christopher Satchel. You're watching an unboxing of the Digiant backpack. I really, on Amazon, it has a really long name, and that name basically describes the specs of the bag not having its own type of, uh, name. Like you see, like DSLR cameras have like a GH5 and a GH4 and all these different models, but only I can really say is this is made by Digiant, and I purchased this for $99 on Amazon. So the biggest reason why I purchased this is because I wanted to be able to take contents from this little small DSLR bag and put it in this bag, as well as take my laptop and a lot of the contents that are in this bag, my Tully bag, and put it in this bag. I do Uber and Lyft part-time, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to be more proactive by creating content on the fly by just having a backpack that has my DSLR camera and my future lenses all in this bag, as well as a laptop I can kind of work on writing my scripts and things of that sort. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this up. This is my first time seeing what's inside of this, so I do apologize ahead of the time if you're looking for something that's more structured. And I'm wearing you can see my socks in the frame. My shoes are off, so let's go ahead and just check this out. Alright, so as you can see, I mean, it's a pretty nice build backpack. It feels good. It feels durable. It has a nice look to it. It has like this brown leather type look to it. I'm not sure if you can see this, but the Digiant or Digiant logo is right here with some type of insect. So yeah, I mean, what does this say? Okay, cool. Just a little label or a sticker, a little bit of description information on it as well. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Put this off on the side. You know what? Flip it upside down. Okay, cool. It's even better. All right, so there's some straps that keeps part of the partition closed. And right here, there's a couple of latches. From my perspective, I don't think these are going to break anytime soon. They feel really solid. So with a lot of wear, this can handle a lot of wear, a lot of usage, which is a good thing. So it opens up, and there's like how many rows? 1, 2. There's 4 different rows of zippers. Let's see where to begin. I'm assuming this is probably where the laptop goes. And am I correct? Yes, I am correct. So if I were to take my Lenovo laptop, I think it's wide enough to go in. And before I put it in there, I'm kind of squeezing it to see if there's any type of cushioning for impact. So at least if I drop it or put it down with some type of force, then the cushion will absorb the impact instead of this. So let's see if it fits. It fits. Matter of fact, there's even more space for me to get even a slightly larger laptop as well. This gap of 2 fingers. Yeah, okay, cool. My laptop is secured. I know also you can put a iPad or joypad in this as well, which is pretty dope. So it's one of these sides. I'm assuming it's not this side because I think this is where the strap is at. I think this is for stuff like tripods and monopods, and that's something else too. I wanted to put like a really nice durable monopod. I'm gonna buy one soon with like a fluid head on it, and have that attached to this bag, as well as my DSLR and accessories with my laptop, and and maybe even my Droid pad. I think there's a section somewhere in here that also allows you to put a Droid pad or iPad as well. So the biggest priority is what I mentioned before, which is the camera, laptop, things of that sort. So as I open this up, I think this section right here is like a quick access point, I think, where you might have your default lens already attached to your camera. Right now, the only lens I have is a Olympus. It's 12 to 40 millimeters, which is 35 millimeter equivalent is 24 to 80 millimeters at an f-stop of 2.8. So it's a pretty compact, durable lens. So I'll keep that on there. So yeah, it'll fit easily in here. I can't put it in here because I'm using this only camera I have now. But yeah, this is a cool little compartment where you can put your DSLR camera, and maybe with like a lens already on it at default. I know you can change. There's like a barrier right here, maybe something a support. It's one of those supports that has like Velcro like strips, like grab-on strips. So I think you're able to modify it. Yeah, you're able to modify it. So it doesn't matter what length of lens you may put on it. You're able to modify these foam levels. So yeah, and then the second row to the front, I think this one opens up completely, gives you complete access to the inside of the camera section of the bag. So as you can see, it has that kind of DSLR type of groove, and like I said before, you can maybe remove this, and now you have all of this of length, of lens length, so to speak, and these other different levels. So I could put a lot of stuff in here. Eventually when I can afford purchasing another DSLR, I could probably have my A camera and up here, and then my B camera somewhere down here. So I'm not really a photographer. I don't call myself a photographer. My interest has always been in narrative filmmaking, but most of my experience has been videography, and out of a weird coincidence, it was fight videography, MMA, Muay Thai, and boxing events. And I did that for a few years, but my heart was already in one direction, but I just stumbled into that. So I had an FS7 camera, and I liquidated it, and I purchased more compact pieces of equipment. And the biggest thing that kind of encouraged me to do that is because the GH5, and there's rumors there's going to be a GH5S next year, which is supposed to be a competitive, upgraded version of the GH5 that's supposed to compete against the A7S Mark III. It's just rumors right now, but the whole point is the GH5 is more than enough, because what turned me on to it was the 422 at 10-bit, because the FS7 with a larger, sensor of Super 35 was able to do that. So I was like, cool, I can sacrifice some of the shallow depth of field or the boat, that you get from a larger sensor, and I'll just go with the Micro Four Thirds. I have a background with Micro Four Thirds for a couple of years. Actually, my first cameras were all like Micro Four Thirds, camcorder cameras. And at that time, in like 2011, technology has come so far ahead now in comparison to then. Like, a Micro Four Thirds sensor can pack a punch, and the GH5 is a perfect example. So anyways, I think this is where you put the joypad. My joypad is actually on the shelf in a case right now, but yeah, you can put a joypad right here. I don't think it would be too much of a issue, like a hard issue, Because the things are too, depending on how thick your joypad is. I have one of those durable cases. It's a very slick, small, thin joypad, but with the enclosure to it, it makes it thicker. But I don't think it'll be an issue when it comes to making contact to whatever you have inside of here. So yeah, this is that. Let's see what else is in here. Or other compartments. Yeah, so the zippers, they're durable, they're strong. I think I can purchase a couple of locks. Those really small locks. Yeah, my biggest concern though too, because on Facebook and some of these groups like the GH5 group, there's a guy that got his whole kit stolen. Actually, no, it was Craigslist, man. I was looking at Craigslist for like potential work, and I saw someone on there saying that if you know these two particular ladies, I'm not gonna say their names, but I googled who these people were. One was a DJ, one was a model, but suppose this guy was accusing them of stealing not only his GH5, actually it was a 5D Mark IV with a crap load of lenses. And I think what ended up happening was that he had it somewhere unsecured and assumed that these people that he was hiring wouldn't steal his stuff, and they ended up stealing it. So I think when it comes to professionally being a photographer or even a videographer, I don't think this is safe unless you just wear it wherever you go, even when you're shooting. But that becomes it becomes much more effort of transition between lenses. You gotta take off the backpack and things that sort. But this bag is definitely not secured. I think this is more for travel, and not and without the assumption of worrying about a security. But I think at least if I put the locks on here, I might do something crazy. Like I have a toolbox on wheels that's supposed to have my audio and some of my lighting equipment in it. I was gonna buy a chain and a lock, and when I go to events, I was gonna find a spot where I can wrap that damn chain around something and then lock it to that toolbox. Anyways, but yeah, this is definitely not something that is designed to secure. It's designed to protect, probably like a certain level of impact. And also though too, this is splash proof. I think it's designed to be splash proof, but I know there's actually a waterproof cover that's also attached to this bag. We'll get to that soon. The very front zipper. Okay, so this is as you can see, this is probably where you can put your media stuff. Probably like your card reader, your reader, USB card reader, and your memory cards, things of that sort. That's kind of cool. Not that much space inside of it, so I think media, maybe small accessories in the front. And there's another zipper right here. Okay, so if you lift this this lip, you will find another opening. And this is probably just something miscellaneous. I think this will definitely be a miscellaneous compartment. I'm thinking about maybe putting my laptop, AC adapter or transformer in this weird compartment. I don't think I'm going to be able to put all the stuff that I would normally put in my laptop backpack. I'll give you an example because I have like a small extension cable, because sometimes, especially if you go to Starbucks and their outlets are not on the wall, sometimes they're on the floor, and this is just too fat to go into that area to plug into the outlet on the floor. So at least with this, and gives you extension. And then sometimes I might do this, so too, might take one or two of these splitters And the reason why I do that is because it's out of common courtesy. I don't want to, sometimes you'll share a table or a section in Starbucks, and there's only one of the two outlets, especially the one in El Segundo. There's one outlet that only one plug works. One plug works. So I figure if someone really needs power, I'll just give them another section. So. And yeah, it's my cell phone charger, so I don't think all this can fit in that small compartment, but I think or maybe it can. Drum roll, please. Whoo! Okay. That fit. Okay, let's see. Okay, that fits as well. Okay. And okay, you know what? My bad. This actually fits every single thing. Wow. Okay, perfect. And if you notice, it doesn't really bulge out because the body is very firm and very strong. Yeah, perfect. So I'll get the laptop from the back, unzip it, stick my hand in there, and just play what's inside. You get the point. I'm gonna have to coordinate or choreograph how I access stuff. But another thing though too is that I don't know if there's even any room for my JBL Bluetooth headphones. I don't know if it's gonna be a section. I'll find out. But yeah, I think that's it, you guys. What am I missing? Okay, this side, another compartment. Okay, this is kind of cool. Maybe I saw on the Amazon page that they have like cleaning accessories for the lenses, so I could probably put my cleaning wax in there and a couple of microfiber cloths and brushes. You get the point. This is more than enough space. And it's standing up, so if you have any liquids or anything of sort, you don't have to worry about it laying down and then pressure being pushed onto it because of something laying on top of it and just wets the interior or maybe even mildew it. So so I got this bag with the GH5, and then 2 extra batteries and a couple of stuff. So if you notice, I have a lot of non-lens items in here. So I'll give you an example. There is a battery charger for the GH5 batteries, and then I purchased one of these AC adapters that basically allows me to plug in my GH5 to an outlet wall. I will maybe suggest this is cool. I'm not complaining about it, but I noticed in contrast to a battery, it definitely heats up the DSLR. So I don't know how long it would be safe to do that. To plug this, and that into the wall. It will heat up your camera for sure. So I'm gonna put that into my new bag. One of these Rode microphones. One of these what is it called again? Man, I forgot what these are called. These are those the ones that you can plug in to an iPhone. Something Plus, and with a iPhone 4S. I'm gonna do another video to show you guys what I've done. It's not the same thing as being able to monitor the audio, because it's great to be able to monitor it other than seeing it on a screen. But if you have a micro budget and you can't afford the high-end type of lavalier systems, you can play with your old phone or purchase an unlocked phone. And I'll show you I'm gonna do a video because I'm gonna show you even how to replace screens and things that are broken on those type of phones. As long as it's unlocked, you know, it's less of a hassle. You just purchase the app and buy this, and then now you have a little mini portable a lavalier system. So yeah, and so basically everything in here, even like the other accessories that I have right here, and all my batteries for my GH5. So yeah, everything will definitely fit in this bag. I am definitely going to recommend this bag. But I don't want to see you walking by me with the same bag, you know. It's kind of like one of those fashion moments where you think you have a really unique original outfit, and then someone walks by with the same exact damn clothes on. What is this? I'm feeling something right here. I don't know what this is. Okay, there's a cover on them too. So that's one. What the hell is this? And this is two. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is it just supposed to be a look? If you guys know what this is, please let me know in the comments, because I don't know what the hell this is. Maybe it's supposed to hold something right here? I really don't know. Maybe secure it even more. I don't know. Maybe it's just a look, but I'm kind of curious of what the purpose of this flap is for. And they have covers on them. Okay. So two more things and I'll let you guys go. Basically, where my hand is at, I think this is where you can put your tripod and monopod. There's two straps. And I noticed these latches are much more sturdier in contrast to... Yeah, it's one of these hard plastic openers that allows you to put your small tripod or monopod. And I'm assuming that this right here is also designed for support as well. Like you can use this maybe for a storage space, like how the other side, or maybe you can put, you know, one of the legs or two of the legs in here, and then to even give it much more support, and use these straps to hold it down. So honestly, I think you're able to even just strap it down with just these two straps by themselves. But maybe for a monopod, or maybe if you want to feel more comfortable with just with like a barrier or area that stops it from sliding down, then yeah, just open this up, put it in there, extend it out, and then latch it up. And last but not least, I know there is a weatherproof bag, like for if it's raining outside and you need your stuff. The coolest thing about the GH5 and also a lot of these Micro Four Thirds professional lenses, they're like splash proof. So as long as you don't jump into like a pool or an ocean, then you'll be okay, like in a raining environment. And that's kind of cool, even for like newscasting or journalism, you know, be able to just not necessarily have to stress out about getting a whole enclosure or a bag system around your camera. Other than, you know, you might want to, I just tapped my little micro Video Pro Micro shotgun microphone on top. Have to worry about that, but this is neat. Okay, so it's attached to the interior of this, so it's not going anywhere. So you have to worry about losing this, and this is pretty awesome. You know, I would maybe, in my opinion, I would prefer this to be... I know it has a greater potential of me losing this, but let's say, for example, it's raining, and you have this around your entire bag. And then now it's not raining, and now you're going home. You need to allow this to dry. You know, you don't want to put this back in here in a dark environment and then maybe cause it to start smelling like mildew. So only thing I will say is it'll be kind of tricky, or a little more effort into finding a way to allow this to dry without any interruption or any yeah, without any, you know, negative effort or pitfalls, so to speak. But yeah, it goes over. Okay, it goes over the bag. Oh yeah, this is nice. And clearly it won't protect the front straps. These will get wet. But, however, I think this is a moment where it's kind of like, who cares, you know? Like, these straps have less responsibility than the other part of the bag that has electronics inside of it and lenses. So I understand, and this has a really nice kind of an Eddie Bauer. I have one of those Eddie Bauer backpacks, if I can find it. It kind of has like a foam support. AirTech system? I don't know what the hell that is. Anyways, but yeah, my whole point is, like, yeah, it has a really cool back support and strap support, so it should feel pretty good. I noticed it doesn't have lower back support. I think this bag is not that type of bag, you know. I mean, it has like a waist support. You can strap it to your waist, which is, you know, understandable, but lower back support, no. And from my Eddie Bauer old backpack that I purchased like damn near 10 years ago, it says AirTech system, so I think there's air circulation that allows to go through at least this section. This foam allows it to have a gap between it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's kind of cool, you know. So I think that's it. I would definitely suggest considering getting yourself a bag that allows you to have much more than just your DSLR and lens and accessories, and allows you to transport a tripod, monopod, as well as a laptop. You know, if you're a photographer and you don't have that much time to get back to your office or your home, to your main workstation, why not just get this? You know, just go on the go, shoot your stuff, find a Starbucks, local Starbucks that has decent internet speeds, do whatever Photoshop you need to do, a quick editing, upload it to a server, whatever. Yeah, so this is perfect for that. So thank you for surviving through this long-winded video. I hope you guys find this informative, and please subscribe, and please hit me up with comments. Let me know your opinions, and let me know what the hell these things are, if you guys know what these are for. I don't know what these are for. So alright, you guys, before I go, I just found out two things that I want to share with you guys. This is my joypad that I've mentioned. It's really thick. It's actually thicker in width than what the actual joypad is. This protective case makes it much thicker. I think this is a 10-inch or 10.5-inch joypad. So let's see if it fits. Off the top, I don't think it can fit, because the things are even if I'm able to like force it in, I don't want to do that. You know, I want to be able to grab something and pull it out and not have to work it in or work it out. So from my observation, this thing is not really, it's very snug, and I'm not really interested in working so hard to pull out a joypad. So anything less than 10 inches, like like 9 or 8 is absolutely fine. I might actually want to buy a smaller one just to be able to put it in there. But again, the enclosure case is also important, especially when you're you're a filmmaker, videographer, and you need something to protect your very sensitive electronic devices. So that's it. And then last but not least, I found out that what these kind of tongues are for, the ones on the side that I was kind of clueless about. Basically, these are designed to help you quickly pull out your DSLR camera without unlatching or unzipping a lot of stuff. So from what I'm getting from it is basically you should be able to unzip this, reach in for your DSLR, and then pull it out. and then take your shots. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I'll be doing that quite often, but yeah, that's what these kind of tongues are for. Just FYI.